Hey guys, welcome back to Jydog channel. I'm Mark, and today's project, we're looking at a little hot rod F150 single cab truck. It's got the 4.6 liter gas engine in it, and currently my last 40 mile round trip taking my son to school and back, getting 20 miles to the gallon on this thing, so I am perfectly happy with this. I have sold my Cummins truck, and so far I'm not regretting it. This suits my needs a lot better. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why is that I've learned that these little F150s they're capable of towing anywhere from 10,000 to 13,500 pounds according to how they're configured. This one's not set up like that, but I plan on upgrading a lot of the features so they can tow more. And I'm hoping to get in the 10,000 pound range. I'm going to change the rear springs. I'm going to add a class 4 hitch to it. I'm going to beef the engine up. I don't know which route I'm going to go yet, but it's got the 4.6 in there, and I can't believe it gets 20 miles a gallon. I mean, that's doing, 65 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour. It's great, man. I never thought that I'd get that kind of gas mileage. I picked up these 2016 wheels. I don't know if you saw from the other picture, it just had steel wheels on it. Totally changed the look of the truck. And when I found this deal, I also came across these 20s over here, and they've got a little bit of curb damage on them. In fact, there's one that's really bad here. The guy tried to repair it, and it's kind of marked up, but I love the look of these rims compared to the other ones. So I'm probably going to end up going with those eventually. But both of these have got, pretty good tread on them still. I'm going to wear down the tread on these, then repair the other rims and probably go with these 20s. And so that's where I'm at right now. This is kind of fun. It's like dealing with the old Mustang stuff that I used to. In fact, they share a lot of common parts with Mustangs, a lot of the engine parts. Ultimately, I'm really kicking around switching the 4.6 out for the 5.4, making it a 2-valve 5.4, so it's really reliable. And then maybe turbocharging it so that I get my extra power that I really need. And I don't know, that's something to look forward to. That I'm always doing stuff like this on this channel. I can't leave anything alone and can never leave it stock. I'd probably be happier if I did, but I mean, so far I'm really happy with this thing. It's kind of beat up. It's got 190,000 miles on it. The previous owner did not take very good care of it, but luckily the year model, it's a great year to kind of mess around with. One, unfortunately, this is a 2010 model, and they changed it in 2011. They went to the 5.0 Coyote motor, which would have been nice to have in here, but I kind of think I want to use cheap parts and fix this thing up and not go to the expensive stuff that's really popular right now, and just use the older modular motor stuff and the simpler modular motor stuff, because I think the 2-valve, if you put a turbocharger in it, you can push quite a bit of horsepower. The problem I want is I want all that horsepower down really low, so I've got to size the turbo so that I get it, a quick early spool and lots of low end torque. So anyway, just something to kick around with, and it's got some cosmetic issues. Well, more than cosmetic. I already committed to buy this thing. I didn't know it had rust on the back. The previous owner didn't tell me about it, but I got such a good deal on it. It's really not that big a deal, and it's really kind of limited to these two spots right here. If you go underneath it, it's not as bad. I bought in fact, the tailgate, is rusted along the tailgate. I found another one online, and I'm going to swap it out, and I'm going to just repair the bed back here. So yeah, so this is going to be one of those quick projects, and hopefully I'm going to hang on to this for a while and toy around with it. I'm not going to go and turbocharge the engine or anything anytime soon. If anything, I'll build the 5.4 2-valve and put it in there stock, and build it with a heavy duty bottom end with forged parts and get it ready to go, and then later on turbocharge it. So anyway, that's the idea. That's what I'm thinking. All right, so I'm going to take the bumper off, try to clean this rust up and protect it so it didn't get any worse. Back in there, it's not That's not bad, just gotta knock it out. Hadn't used this in years. Left over from when I did a motorcycle. Bought this years ago. Never used it. It's supposed to stop rust. Right stuff. Alright, so this stuff's supposed to turn all the rust black. It kind of converts it where it's not rust anymore. So I kind of doused it well enough, I hope. And I gotta find something I'm gonna lay over that. Takes about 4 hours to dry. Got it tucked up all up in here and up in here. I'm gonna put some more in there. Might hit this stuff one more coat, maybe tomorrow morning. Let it dry another 4 hours, especially the thick stuff. I probably should have hit it with a wire wheel instead of sandblasting. Sandblasting works good on the little thin stuff, but you know, that thick stuff, you really want to hit it hard with a wire brush. It's ready for 10,000 pounds, a normal trailer pull. 1,000 pound tongue weight, 12,000 weight distribution. So that should be plenty for this truck. Yeah, I know a lot of you are mad at me for getting rid of the Cummins truck. And that's what you guys were here for, many of you. And I've had plenty of people say, "Oh, I'm unsubscribing. You know, you're not going to have any more interesting content." So, I mean, got here somehow, and I know I jump around from campers to trucks, but there's always something interesting going on. It's not just me talking all the time. So I don't see why somebody wouldn't just stick around and, you know, see what's going to happen. I mean, if anything, it's because of the randomness. I like this little truck though, man. This is pretty cool. It's just what I need. I know I got the 4-door before, but it didn't turn out that my son was his friends are gonna be riding with me much longer, man. He's off doing his own thing. He's able to drive now, and he's not so interested in going with us, doing stuff with us. I mean, he loves doing stuff with us, but he's got his friends, you know. I can understand that. There's time later on for that when he has kids, maybe. And so for right now, I'm going to entertain myself a little hot rod truck. I'm going to make the best of what I got. It looks like it's some hidden rust right in there. Yeah, it is. Dang it. Low buck approach, Rust-Oleum. Especially since I found out I actually have a hole in it over here. And seal it up really good. Really well. I'll just keep an eye on it. If it starts rusting again, I'll go and do it over again. Yeah, it's not that much work. But next time I'll use sand. That was actually glass beads I was using. And sand would have done a better job. There's the finished product. Took care of the rust for right now. It's not permanent, but it's good for a cheap truck. New tailgate's got a backup camera, which I don't have any of the electronics for it, but it's pretty awesome that it's got that. But anyway, so the The rust is kind of sealed up for right now. It'll last a little while. It's better than letting it go. My wife says I never complete a project. Yeah, I complete projects all the time. They're just little bitty projects, and they add up to one gigantic project. That's the thing. I've got a 2-inch spacer kit to go in the front. Debating about adding it or not. It's either I got to go up or go down, and I almost think this truck needs to go down. But I want it to handle a load in the back, and I want to use factory springs for it, so I really probably need to go up. Let me know what you guys think about this. I know I disappointed a lot of you that are in the Cummins project, but I'm still into trucks. I'm still into RVs, camping, all that kind of stuff. In fact, I do have a problem with this. Let me just clue you in on this. This thing over here is not going to fit this bed. I was hoping it would fit in the bed, but this thing right here is like 76 inches, and this is 80 something inches wide. I mean, it'll probably fit back there, but it's not going to line up. And it's definitely longer than a 6.5 foot bed. That's 8 foot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. But stay tuned and find out.
Hey, thanks for watching my channel, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do for future updates. Remember, build it, don't buy it.